Welcome to County Portal, your simple source for local government services and public records. Let's get started.
A tax identification number, often called a TIN, is a unique 9-digit number used by the Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, to administer tax laws. Think of it as your financial fingerprint in the U.S. tax system. It's a crucial piece of information you'll need for almost every major financial activity, from filing your annual tax return and getting a job to opening a bank account or applying for a loan. While the term TIN is a general category, there are several different types, and the one you use depends on your specific situation. The most common type, which nearly every American adult has, is the Social Security number, or SSN. The Social Security Administration issues SSNs to U.S. citizens, permanent residents, and some temporary residents. Although its original purpose was to track earnings for Social Security benefits, it has become the primary identifier for individuals for tax purposes. If you run a business, you'll likely need an Employer Identification Number, or EIN. You can think of an EIN as a Social Security number but for a business entity. Corporations, partnerships, and trusts need one. Even a sole proprietor needs an EIN if they hire employees or file certain types of tax returns. The IRS issues EINs, and you can apply for one online for free. But what if you have to file a U.S. tax return but aren't eligible for an SSN? This is where the Individual Taxpayer Identification Number, or ITIN, comes into play. The IRS issues ITINs to certain non-resident and resident aliens, their spouses, and dependents who cannot get an SSN. It's important to remember that an ITIN is strictly for federal tax reporting. It doesn't authorize you to work in the U.S. or provide eligibility for Social Security benefits. There are also more specialized TINs, like the Adoption Taxpayer Identification Number, or ATIN, which is a temporary number for a child in a domestic adoption when the parents can't get an SSN in time to file their taxes. And for the professionals who prepare tax returns for a fee, there's the Preparer Tax Identification Number, or PTIN, which they must use on every return they file. Regardless of which TIN you have, protecting it is extremely important. This number is a key to your financial identity, and in the wrong hands, it can be used for identity theft. Never carry your Social Security card with you, and be very cautious about who you share your TIN with. Always ask why it's needed and how it will be protected. So, in short, a TIN is your essential link to the U.S. tax system, a critical number for both individuals and businesses to manage their financial obligations and activities. Thank you so much for watching. We hope this breakdown made the world of tax identification numbers a little clearer. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more simple explanations of complex financial topics. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next video.